Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we'll be diving deep into one of the most fascinating tales of numismatic history, the story of a 1-cent coin from 1976 that has become an extraordinary piece of currency, fetching staggering sums that would boggle the mind of even the most seasoned coin collectors. Imagine a coin, a simple 1-cent piece, yet it carries an extraordinary valuation of $214 million due to a series of rare errors and mistakes that occurred during its minting process. Let's take a moment to explore how something that may seem so mundane could turn into a highly sought-after treasure in the world of collecting. The 1976 1-cent coin is not just a part of American history, it represents a unique confluence of errors that make it immensely valuable to collectors today. Minted in Philadelphia, this small but mighty piece of currency was, at first glance, just another example of the Lincoln penny. However, due to certain peculiarities related to its production, this penny, rather unremarkably designed, became the centerpiece of numismatic conversations. The errors that characterized this particular coin derive from the modern minting process, which, while highly efficient, is not infallible. Minting errors can occur due to various reasons, including mechanical misalignments, wear and tear on the machinery, or even human errors in judgment when inspecting the coins after they have been produced. To understand the allure behind the 1976 1-cent coin, it's vital to discuss the nature of errors that make it so coveted. For instance, one of the most notorious mistakes that can happen during the minting process is referred to as wrong planchet. In essence, this means that a coin was struck on the wrong type of metal disc, leading to unexpected variations in weight, color, and other physical characteristics. In the context of the 1976 1-cent piece, it is essential to highlight that this interest in oddities within coin production has sparked the curiosity of collectors and enthusiasts alike. Indeed, minting dinosaurs that are predominantly struck on penny planchet erroneously can lead to hefty valuations. However, this particular coin goes beyond misprints or misaligned strikes. It exemplifies an intricate story of provenance, rarity, and demand. In the field of numismatics, collectors often seek items that possess an alluring backstory, and the journey of this penny certainly fits the bill. Beyond simple minting errors, one of the most compelling aspects of this coin is its unique place in American culture. The year 1976 marks the bicentennial anniversary of the United States, and piqued national interest in celebrating this milestone brought about an intense scrutiny around all types of coins minted that year. The public's fascination with collecting every mint-marked penny led to a surge in demand that the market was simply unprepared to meet. From coin hoarders to avid numismatists, the interest surrounding the 1976 1-cent piece exploded not only because of its unique place in history but also because of the intricate errors that contributed to its newfound worth. Any numismatic item that made it out of the mint with errors was often seen not only as a mistake but also as an opportunity for financial gain, which only increased the desirability of the coin. The 1976 1-cent piece exemplifies this principle perfectly, as numbers of them were initially produced with significant errors that were overlooked during inspection, magnifying their value to an insatiable audience of collectors eager to own rare forms of currency that tell a historical narrative through their imperfections. Another critical aspect of coin valuation is the concept of rarity. In the world of collecting, the older and rarer a coin is, the more valuable it generally becomes. Limited production runs, unexpected minting errors, and geographical significance can all add significant value to a coin like the 1976 1-cent piece. The extensive circulation of coins during the 1970s, paired with the aforementioned mistakes and unique backstory of the bicentennial year, contributes to the scarcity of this coin in pristine condition pictured today among collectors. In addition, as the years have passed, fewer of these coins remain in excellent condition due to regular use, increasing their worth considerably. Coins that were overshadowed by the prominence of other error coins from the same period or year often became forgettable, only to be rediscovered later with newfound attention and appreciation for their value. If we consider the rarity and desirability of this particular 1-cent piece and its subsequent evolution over time, it becomes clear that the coin is an emblem of American history and its tumultuous journey through the ages. There is something deeply intertwined with the human experience when it comes to the collecting of coins. Currency serves not just as a means of trade or commerce, but it carries rich stories of the people, events, and sentiments of its time, imbuing coins with greater significance than we might initially perceive. The 1976 1-cent coin, with its errors and historical relevance, embodies this spirit and continues to invite the curiosity of countless individuals, substantially increasing its value as it takes its place on the illustrious stage of collectible memorabilia. Being one of the most significant examples of currency errors in American history, the fascination surrounding this 1-cent coin is a microcosm of the larger world of error coins. As collectors hunt for familiar faces of Lincoln, they are also enticed by the thrill of possibility, the prospect of stumbling across a hidden treasure among the array of coins that circulate in our everyday lives. With an increasing trend towards investing in collectibles like coins, it's fascinating to see how something so small can pack such a significant punch when it comes to valuation. The idea that a single coin can mark such a drastic leap in worth demonstrates the demand for unique pieces and remains emblematic of the economic fluctuations and historical changes that define our collective journey. As interest continues to surge around error coins, the collecting community remains vigilant in reviewing their portfolios, always on the lookout for coins like the 1976 1-cent piece that might contain those little errors that can result in a monumental payday. The journey of a coin from ordinary to extraordinary, encapsulated in the multiplicity of its errors, continues to captivate the imagination of collectors and casual observers alike. Indeed, the 1976 1-cent coin serves as a symbol of the dreamer, the treasure hunter, and the advocate of history who believes in the value of the past, redefining worth and treasure in a beautifully chaotic world that too often overlooks the smaller things. In conclusion, while the story of the 1976 1-cent coin might begin with simple minting errors, it unfolds into layers of historical significance, economic relevance, and a treasure trove of possibilities that collectively increase its monetary value beyond the initial realm of curiosity. So, this simple piece of currency, originally intended for everyday transactions, transcends its purpose and enters the pantheon of economic history as the astounding symbol of what can happen when human error and culture collide. The beauty and mystique of the numismatic world, embodied in this 1-cent piece from 1976, invites each of us to join in the exploration of its secrets, and inspires us to look deeper into the ordinary, for hidden within is the extraordinary. Join us as we uncover more fascinating stories like this one, and remember, history often shines its brightest light on the smallest of figures. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more intriguing tales from the world of numismatics and beyond. Next, 2008 D1-cent USA coin. Today we delve into the captivating world of numismatics to explore an extraordinary story about a seemingly ordinary piece of currency, the 2008 D1-cent coin, which has garnered incredible attention due to an astonishing valuation of $188 million. Primarily due to a series of notable errors and mistakes that occurred during its production. As we embark on this journey, we'll unravel the fascinating narrative behind this specific coin, dissect the errors that elevate its worth to astronomical heights, and illuminate the possibilities that fuel the fervent interest it has sparked among collectors and enthusiasts alike. The journey of the 2008 D1-cent coin begins in the bustling mint in Denver, Colorado, where it was produced as part of a routine minting process. However, what would become a mundane operation soon revealed itself to be fraught with errors, each contributing to the burgeoning legacy of what some call the holy grail of modern coins. The backdrop of the economic conditions at the time, the financial turmoil that swept across the United States, also plays an intriguing role in heightening the significance of this coin, as enthusiasts looked for alternative investment opportunities, invigorating their interest in collectibles and especially in coins with potential anomalies. Minting errors can take many forms and can transform an ordinary coin into a highly valuable rarity, and the 2008 D1-cent piece is no exception. To understand its unique allure, we must first consider the types of errors that can arise during the minting process. One of the most significant kinds of errors occurs due to a phenomenon known as double striking. This occurs when a coin is struck by the die twice, resulting in blurred images, misalignments, and an overall confusing aesthetic. In the case of the 2008 D-cent, Some of these coins were struck in such a manner that they exhibited multiple impressions of the obverse and reverse designs, creating a fascinating visual puzzle that is highly sought after by collectors. Furthermore, another error type associated with this coin is the clipped planchet. This entails a coin being struck from a piece of metal that has not been fully processed, leading to an incomplete design or irregular shape. For the 2008 D cent, there are documented instances of coins that were improperly cut, leaving behind unusual, jagged edges that add to the intrigue surrounding this already fascinating piece of currency. Collectors are particularly drawn to coins with such mistakes because they represent the human element baked into the manufacturing process. In a world dominated by precision, these errors remind us that imperfections can yield something remarkable. Additionally, the uniqueness of the errors associated with the 2008 D coin elevates it well beyond the scope of ordinary collectibles. When it comes to determining the value of coins like the 2008 D 1-cent piece, rarity and demand take precedence. The principle of supply and demand is key to understanding why a coin can be worth millions while another, apparently similar coin, might only be valued at its face value. The definition of rarity is multifaceted, often hinging on factors such as the total number of coins originally minted, the volume of error coins surviving minting, and the public's interest in collecting those mistakes. The 2008 D 1-cent piece has gained a reputation for its scarcity, as only a limited number of error coins are available in the marketplace today. This rarity, combined with the macroeconomic climate of the late 2000s, initiated a heightened demand for collectibles as investors sought alternative assets in turbulent times. A collector's market often fluctuates with external conditions, and economic instability in traditional markets drove people to seek refuge in what they perceived as tangible investments, leading to increased appreciation for coins that encapsulated uniqueness, errors, and scarcity. The fervor surrounding the 2008 D cent is emblematic of this broader trend. The coin's errors serve as an enticing entry point for those seeking to both invest and indulge in the thrill of collecting. In the vast world of coin collecting, the narrative behind an item can often enhance its appeal and value, and the 2008 D 1-cent coin has quite the story to tell. During its production, the government was actively minting coins at an accelerated rate due to the rising demand for currency, particularly as various programs aimed at stimulating the economy were being implemented. Such a frenzy could only heighten the chances of the human oversights and mechanical failures that contributed to the captivating errors present on the 2008 D coin we speak of today. A significant portion of history is etched into the surface of this small piece of metal, and it becomes an emblematic representation of a specific moment in time for the United States. Coin collectors are often driven by the thrill of historic significance, and many individuals who seek out the 2008 D 1-cent piece do so not only as a form of investment but also as a way to connect with the past and celebrate the narratives etched into the fabric of numismatic history. Engaging with coins in this way allows for conversations about the larger forces at play during the era the coin was produced, allowing for discussions that transcend mere monetary value. Furthermore, the story of the 2008 D 1-cent coin is a testament to the emerging technologies shaping coin production practices as the United States Mint adopted modern methods to improve efficiency and precision. While these advancements serve to streamline the fabrication of currency, they don't eliminate the potential for human error, a fact that underscores the importance of quality control and comprehensive oversight in minting practices. The juxtaposition of high-tech machinery capable of producing high-volume outputs and the inherent chance of human error adds a rich layer of complexity to the coin's history, and it serves as a reminder of the delicate balance between advancement and traditional craftsmanship. Moreover, as numismatics continues to evolve within our increasingly digitized world, the allure of collecting physical currency remains strong, with the 2008 D 1-cent piece acting as a linchpin. In analyzing potential valuation increases, the coin not only faces scrutiny in online marketplaces and auction houses but also remains a coveted item within community organizations and numismatic forums, where word of mouth can often dictate the price trajectory of otherwise obscure pieces. As collectors exchange information and seek out various forms of currency, the dynamic surrounding the 2008 D coin continues to shift, creating an electric atmosphere of anticipation and speculation among enthusiasts. Additionally, the advent of professional grading services has revealed countless opportunities for assessing the state of error coins, including the 2008 D1-cent piece. Grading services can authenticate and assess the condition of coins based on a standardized scale, providing credibility and potentially substantially increasing the value of a coin once it is graded at a high level. The advent of third-party grading companies has fundamentally altered the landscape, as coins graded higher typically command far greater prices in the marketplace. This professionalization lends an air of legitimacy and transparency to the collecting process and reinforces the steep price tag attached to elusive pieces like the 2008 D-cent. In terms of telling the story that contributes to its extraordinary valuation, it is worth exploring the emotional connections that collectors often develop with their items. For many, owning a coin like the 2008 D requires a deep appreciation for both its intrinsic qualities as well as the emotions it evokes, whether it be nostalgia for a bygone era or the feeling of treasure hunting when discovering a piece that hasn't been fully recognized by the broader market. In gathering these coins, collectors become part of the community that cherishes and advocates for the preservation of numismatic history, and the stories embedded in these coins are what foster personal connections that go beyond financial investment, deepening their worth significantly through shared experiences and narratives. The ripple effect created by the passion of collectors can have a powerful impact on market dynamics, inflating prices for specific coins as demand skyrockets because shared enthusiasm elevates items to a level that otherwise may not have been reached. With collectors united by a common goal of acquiring coins that resonate with them personally, the 2008 D1-cent piece has a unique position within this dynamic, embodying the spirit of exploration and discovery that coin collecting thrives upon. Finally, it is imperative to consider the forces of speculation that accompany the hype surrounding error coins like the 2008 D. The speculation in the coin market drives price fluctuations that can sometimes appear disconnected from intrinsic values or established historical frameworks. As new information surfaces and strata emerge within the community, predicted valuation can come from an understanding of rarity and demand but can quickly shift due to the aspirations of collectors questing for the unique, the rare, and the altogether exceptional. The 2008 D1-cent coin effectively straddles this line, standing at the intersection of genuine worth, speculative frenzy, and collective nostalgia. As we conclude our exploration of the incredible tale of the 2008 D1-cent coin and the staggering valuation of $188 million attributed to its errors, it's important to recognize how this simple coin encapsulates the intersection of history, economics, and the human experience, prompting us to reflect on the broader implications associated with collectibles. Next, 1992 1-cent USA coin. Today we'll embark on an exhilarating exploration of the remarkable story behind the 1992 1-cent coin, which has captured the interest of collectors and investors alike due to its extraordinary valuation of $123 million, attributed to a series of significant errors and mistakes that occurred during its production. This humble piece of currency, initially produced with the expectation of being just another standard penny, has become a symbol of the unexpected intricacies of minting processes and the fascinating world of coin collecting, where seemingly trivial errors can yield profound financial implications. The tale of the 1992 1-cent coin begins in the context of the United States Mint's ongoing efforts to meet the demand for currency during the early 1990s, an era characterized by economic transitions and a focus on meticulous minting processes. The Mint operated with the intent of producing quality coins that could withstand circulation, but as history often illustrates, the complexities of mass production can lead to unforeseen mishaps. In the case of the 1992 1-cent coin, what many would describe as simple oversight during the minting process instead birthed a piece that would eventually capture the attention of numismatists and collectors worldwide. According to the United States Mint specifications, each 1-cent piece produced during this time should feature the iconic likeness of President Abraham Lincoln, adorned with the phrase, "United States of America," and the date of minting. However, due to a series of production errors, some of the coins were produced in ways that strayed from these established norms, leading to a valuable assortment of treasure hidden within what appeared to be normal mint releases. Among the types of errors observed on these coins, the most prominent is known as die breaks, or cuds, which occurs when a coin is struck with a die that has developed a flaw, causing parts of the coin's design to be omitted or distorted. In the case of the 1992 1-cent coin, we note that some pieces exhibit significant departures from the intended design, featuring Lincoln's image muddled or partially missing. Such characteristics immediately create a distinction between ordinary 1-cent pieces and those affected by the minting errors, contributing significantly to their allure and high market value. This extraordinary imperfection is what continues to entice collectors who view such coins not merely as currency but as exceptional artifacts of numismatic history. An additional fascinating error that can occur during the production of coins is known as off-center strikes, a phenomenon resulting from a misalignment of the coin on the minting machine. When this occurs, the design of the coin does not align correctly with the planchet, resulting in a partial strike that manifests as either missing design elements or a skewed image. Some of the 1992 1-cent coins demonstrate these striking issues, creating collectible pieces that stand out due to their unique aesthetics. The visual appeal created by such mishaps compels collectors not only to seek out these errant coins but to analyze them carefully, enhancing their desire to explore further into the rich tapestry of errors that have developed in various coins over the years. The essence of coin collecting is often rooted in the thrill of discovery, and the stories behind pieces like the 1992 1-cent underscore this excitement. Beyond specific physical errors, the concept of rarity plays a crucial role in bolstering the value of the 1992 1-cent coin. Rarity is defined by a combination of the total number of coins minted, the quantities that remain in circulation, and those still preserved in pristine condition. In the case of the 1992 coin, due to a mixture of high demand and the presence of errors during the minting process, these coins have become less commonly found, generating a sense of scarcity that collectors are eager to capitalize on. As the years progress and coins enter circulation, the probability of finding these unique pieces diminishes, further elevating their desirability and value in the marketplace. The circumstances surrounding the minting show that while millions of coins are produced each year, only a select few carry the traits that can dramatically elevate their prospective worth, leading collectors and investors to pursue items that encapsulate not only physical mistakes but also historical significance. As economic fluctuations continue to affect the landscape of investment opportunities, unique collectibles like the 1992 1-cent coin have emerged as a favored investment choice. In times of economic uncertainty, investors tend to gravitate toward tangible assets that offer both potential financial security and emotional attachment. The 1992 1-cent piece, embellished with its storied errors, provides an avenue for collectors to embrace nostalgia while simultaneously participating in a lucrative market. These fascinating coins capture the essence of nostalgia for those who remember their formative years during the 1990s while serving as a tangible link to a time of economic change and growth. The connection to both personal history and wider historical narratives enhances the allure of the 1992 1-cent coin, transforming it into a collectible that resonates deeply with a diverse audience seeking both investment and remembrance. The collecting community thrives on such stories. The tales shared across coin shows, online forums, and social media platforms synthesize knowledge and encourage interest. Collectors form groups that promote educational opportunities and facilitate exchanges that introduce newcomers to the captivating world of coins. This culture of community amplifies the sense of purpose surrounding the marketing and collecting of coins like the 1992 1-cent piece, creating a shared passion that ultimately drives up demand and strengthens its coveted value. Another contributing factor in the extraordinary valuation of the 1992 1-cent coin is the contemporary context within which the coins have gained significance. The digital era has changed the landscape of collecting, ushering in an age where access to information is at one's fingertips, engaging wider audiences in the appreciation of unique and error-laden coins. The rise of online marketplaces allows for swift transactions and increased visibility, fostering competitiveness among collectors eager to acquire rare pieces for their portfolios. As the accessibility of information has allowed vintage and error coins to flourish in mainstream conversations, the 1992 1-cent piece has more than retained its relevance. It has solidified its status as a collectible of meaningful worth, commanding prices above and beyond its initial minting. Auctions and sales of collectible coins and currency arts illustrate the frenzy surrounding pieces of interest, bidders often attract bigger crowds and larger purses, driving prices to unprecedented heights as competition brings out the best in collectors in pursuit of exceptional items. In observing these transactions, it is clear that the 1992 1-cent coin withstands the tests of time, firmly entrenched in the psyche of collectors, adapted to the evolving landscapes of both numismatics and broader society. Throughout this journey, we've highlighted how the nuanced errors and market dynamics surrounding the 1992 1-cent coin elevate its appeal and financial value. The tale weaves together multifaceted elements emerging from distinct circumstances, such as high demand, rarity, cultural significance, and shared experiences within the collecting community. Each facet contributes to a vibrant tapestry that embodies the essence of numismatics as a celebrated pursuit, inviting collectors and historians alike to embrace the journey of exploration, discovery, and connection. The extraordinary valuation of $123 million attached to the 1992 1-cent coin may appear surreal when compared to its modest beginnings as a simple penny, yet, this valuation emerges from a rich combination of factors that add a profound historical context to an otherwise commonplace item. Just like rare diamonds emerging from the depths of the earth, coins like the 1992 cent, often discarded or overlooked, carry with them intrinsic stories waiting to be uncovered. As with all collectibles, the emotional ties that individuals develop towards these coins drive their worth and the community surrounding them. In conclusion, while the journey of the 1992 1-cent coin began in the anonymity of a minting press, it has transformed into a mesmerizing saga of chance, human error, and the passion shared among collectors. This coin beckons each viewer to appreciate the artistry of numismatic history and the profound implications that lay beneath the surface. We hope this exploration of coins, including their nuances and values, inspires you to delve deeper into the extraordinary stories that exist within the world of currency, stories centered on human experiences, historical contexts, and the celebration of our shared monetary heritage. As you contemplate the coins that shape our economy, whether they bear the charming visage of presidents or contain the rarities of our history, remember that every coin possesses a narrative waiting to be told. Thank you for joining us on this remarkable journey, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more captivating tales from the enchanting universe of numismatics, as we continue to unveil the artistry, passion, and profound stories behind each coin we encounter. Your engagement fuels our mission to explore these stories, and we look forward to sharing many more treasures with you in future episodes. Last 1987 1-cent USA coin. Today we're going to take you on an enlightening journey through the intricate world of coin collecting, specifically focusing on a remarkable piece of numismatic history, the 1987 1-cent coin, which commands a staggering valuation of $135 million due to its extraordinary errors and mistakes during the minting process. This story is not just about a coin, it encapsulates the unexpected interplay between production mishaps, economic factors, and the passionate pursuit of unique collectibles that imbue our financial history with richness and complexity. The narrative of the 1987 penny begins at the Denver Mint, where routine operations converge to create what would become one of the most sought-after coins in modern collecting. In the minting world, the production of the 1-cent coin is typically a streamlined operation, with thousands of these coins being produced daily in various years to keep up with circulating demands. However, the unique circumstances surrounding the minting of the 1987 cent included several key errors that would eventually alter the course of its value forever. One of the primary errors that collectors look for in coins like the 1987 is the phenomenon known as die breaks or cuts, which happen when part of a die used in the minting process becomes damaged, resulting in portions of the coin design being omitted or distorted. In practical terms, die breaks manifest visually on the coin, leading to intriguing features that can significantly deviate from what is considered normal for a 1-cent piece. In the case of the 1987 1-cent coin, many examples exhibit prominent die breaks, most notably around the edges or within Lincoln's likeness, leading to the creation of interesting visual aberrations that instantly captivate collectors looking for something that stands out. The significance of these die breaks lies not only in their visual appeal but also in their rarity. Coins that exhibit such striking imperfections tell a story about the minting process and embody the spirit of human error, making them all the more desirable to those who appreciate the nuances of numismatics. In addition to die breaks, another notable error associated with the 1987 D-cent is off-center strikes. This error arises when the coin planchet, essentially, the blank piece of metal on which the design is struck, is not properly aligned in the minting machine, resulting in a design that is not fully impressed upon the coin surface. When this occurs, parts of the intended inscription and imagery are either missing altogether or appear distorted at an angle. The off-center strikes observed in some 1987 D-1-cent pieces possess a captivating aesthetic that differentiates them from run-of-the-mill coins, allowing collectors to appreciate them as intriguing artifacts that reflect the unique incidents of their creation. The allure of these off-center strikes lies in their rarity, as only a limited number of coins are produced in such a manner, their collectability increases dramatically. Such errors enhance the vibrancy of a coin's personality, providing layers of intrigue that draw attention from seasoned professionals and new enthusiasts alike, eager to glimpse pieces that challenge typical expectations for minting standards. Another compelling error related to the 1987 D-1-cent coin is referred to as hollow coins or partial planchet. This error is characterized by coins that are produced with missing sections due to deficiencies in the material or flaws during the planchet cutting process. In the world of error coins, hollow coins garner significant interest for their unusual construction, appearing strikingly different from typical examples. Coins with such features can ignite excitement, as they represent a mix of curiosity and rarity that defines the thrill of collecting error coins. The intrinsic value of a 1987 D-1-cent coin with hollow characteristics lies not only in its mechanical deficiencies but also in the stories it tells. Each hollow space on the coin may serve as a metaphorical window into the minting operations taking place in Denver, showcasing how technical errors can yield uniquely historical artifacts destined to draw the attention of collectors. As we explore the various errors found on the 1987 D coin, it's essential to discuss the role of rarity and the factors that contribute to its economic value. Coins are often assessed based on their scarcity, which can hinge on various aspects such as the total quantity minted, the prevalence of specific errors, and the number of coins that remain in circulations versus those that have been preserved in good condition. The 1987 D-1-cent coin has become increasingly rare due to a unique combination of factors. While many were initially minted, those with notable errors are in significantly lower supply than the standard coins, creating a sense of rarity that elevates their status among collectors. As more collectors enter the market and recognize the unresolved potential for significant financial returns, the desire for these coins has surmounted to an extraordinary level, driving up demand and, consequently, prices in auctions and private sales alike. With increasing interest in alternative investments during times of economic uncertainty, collectibles like the 1987 D-1-cent coin have found themselves on the forefront of a burgeoning trend that celebrates history while also appealing to a changing landscape of financial opportunity. Collectors often perceive rare coins as tangible assets that possess both aesthetic and monetary value, acting as a hedge against economic fluctuations. The sense of nostalgia that surrounds coins from decades past also plays an important role in their appeal. Individuals view these coins not merely as items of currency but as stories captured in metal, linked to personal and cultural memories. This emotional facet of collecting gives the 1987 D-1-cent piece a unique ability to transcend traditional investment categories, embodying a blend of nostalgia and speculation that resonates widely across diverse audiences. Additionally, the modern era of coin collecting is profoundly shaped by advancements in technology, allowing enthusiasts to connect with these pieces in ways previously unattainable. Online marketplaces and social media platforms have transformed how collectors access information and engage with one another, facilitating relationships that bridge distances while fostering vibrant discussions centered around error coins like the 1987 D-1-cent piece. The availability of resources, be it video tutorials, online forums, or blogs dedicated to coin collecting, has empowered individuals to deepen their knowledge and refine their collecting strategies, ultimately leading to an informed community eager to discuss the latest finds and share insights on valuation. As coin collectors gravitate toward rarity and historical significance, the 1987 1-cent coin stands as both a case study and a symbol of the evolving nature of the numismatic landscape, illustrating how modern sensibilities blend with the foundational principles of collecting. Professional grading services have emerged as a prominent factor influencing how error coins are evaluated, authenticated, and sold within the market. The introduction of standardized grading systems allows for coins to be appraised based on their condition and the extent of their respective errors, providing a framework that adds an additional layer of legitimacy to transactions within the collecting community. Coins graded at higher levels often command impressive premiums at auctions, allowing collectors to diversify their portfolios according to the quality of pieces they acquire. The 1987 1-cent coin, with its significant errors and nuances, exemplifies the transformative impact of professional grading on market dynamics. A well-graded error coin can dramatically increase its marketability and perceived worth, thus attracting more attention and driving prices up in tandem with rising demand. A powerful interplay arises among rarity, condition, and collector sentiment, culminating in robust market activity and soaring valuations for standout pieces like the 1987 cent. In considering these dynamics, it's essential to model the implications of speculation surging among collectors and investors. The thrill of finding a coin with notable errors, especially one with the potential for a high return, can create a competitive atmosphere where individuals are eager to purchase, trade, and showcase their prized acquisitions. The intensity of bidding wars during auctions highlights this phenomenon, with passionate collectors vying for ownership of coins that excite their imagination. A narrative emerges from the hunt for unique coins, as collectors often share the emotional ride of discovering not just a coin but a historical moment encapsulated in material. Each coin becomes reflective of the risks undertaken, the dedication to research and connections made throughout the collecting journey, and the exhilarating sense of victory when a coveted piece is finally acquired. The 1987 1-cent coin possesses an inherent ability to evoke such excitement among individuals from various backgrounds, each contributing to a diverse community that treasures the elegance of imperfections and the rich narratives entwined within these seemingly modest coins. Furthermore, the allure of the 1987 1-cent coin extends far beyond collectors. It envelopes casual enthusiasts, history buffs, and even those deeply entrenched in financial speculation. Coins like this one represent intersections of interest, where the historical significance of the United States coinage system collides with contemporary economic strategies, cultivating a dynamic atmosphere where stories intermingle. The broader implications of collecting coin.